Okay, so let's get back to it in Archean. Um, so as always, I was thinking a bit about this, and let's just put it in practice, right? And we are going to need some useful functions, I would say. So for example, uh, we should probably do a function for like a pop-up, right? And yeah, okay. Now let's this this window, and all of this is basically or not. Yeah, okay. Let's make a let's make a new button function so that all buttons can be the same size. I think, right? That makes sense. Or at least we can make the buttons more easily. Nah, nah, nah. This is enough. Is it? I mean, we are already doing all the work every time for every button. Like what we could do. Nah, but then we couldn't like write on the button function because we have to turn immediately, or do we? No, we don't. Yeah, we can do all of this in one single function. So yeah, fuck this. Okay, so we have a pop-up window. Let's have it. Let's call it uh, buttons. Button. Simpler. And I didn't. I copied. In. So yeah, this will work really nice actually. And then we have a like variable it equals to 0, and if you click it, well, it goes to 1. And then at the end, just return yeah, so it's a number. Um, sounds okay. We also have to send the text for it instead of cat. Yeah, it's going to be a text, and then if it's select a number, so we get text. So this comes here, which also comes here. Selected comes here. I think everything's eyes and the fine. Oh, okay. We also have to say the x and y coordinates. The width. I think the width can be. It's global already. Okay. Yeah. So x and y are numbers. Yeah. So xs. Let's call it xs. Ys. In this case, is 0. Let's use it like this, and then we send 0 when the time comes. So let's use it. So main button is going to use I times for the x position, no, you understand me. Okay, so 0 for the starting y, the category for the text, and whether it's selected or not, we can just put this inside here, I think. And it should be exactly the same thing. Actually, not yet. Let me just this. So we actually have to do something like click a button, then change category, whatever. So yeah, working exactly as the other one, but so much clearer. Oh god, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, now let's do the actual work for changing the categories. So when we change categories, whatever, we also need to fetch which items are in that category. Which means in here, it's not going to be so much of a simple function. Actually, it will, because that's not a function we are going to use to fetch the items. So let's make another function. Let's put this initialize interface before the pop-up window and make button. It's better organized. Documenting this will be so bad. But anyway, let's start from which will be draw items, and it's going to be it's just going to draw the items from this category. Right. What I am thinking about doing is simply having lots of buttons. That wouldn't be as cool. So for the future, what I want to do is have a side panel here also. For example, saying how many items are in the queue, or how many of a specific item we have, or something like that. Or whether we have all the items we requested for the autocrafter. Something like this. But let's draw the items. So the first thing is just getting order. Text. Items. I don't know how. I don't know. I think items. All. Get dress this character and set up the story. And we can just bridge. Oops. Okay. Okay. Just so we can see if this is working. I'm going to guess here. Okay, I guess exactly right. That's new for me. Okay. So I'm also thinking this window is too much like exactly right. I think there's construction work here. Don't know if you can hear it. At least the OBS doesn't show that you can hear it. So let's hope for the best. Yeah, okay, I think I'll have 3 button widths of items for the items. So it will start here, end here. Then we can have our side panel, something else here, and then the bottom panel with the functions like autocrafting. So draw items, I guess, all the items, the recipes. And for each item, let's make a function for the button, item button. Oh, like actually everything selected. I don't think we'll have meaning here, so we can remove it. The color is going to be the same always. Yeah, so the main color would be the dark foreground color. Second color. Yeah, let's try like this. Just the width won't be one button, width be three of them. And also the height won't need to be this one. It could be green, but character height plus like 3 pixels. Yeah, that's the height. And this is the width. Looks cool. Obviously nothing is being drawn, but you can draw. I think I just called it item button, and it takes an X, right? Which will always be the same, right? Now that I think about, so we don't need it. So it starts at 1 width. This. Yep. Item button. So Y will be simply the button height, because we have a button above it. Then I times the height of this button height, which is simply 3 character H plus 3. So this is the start of the Y position, and then text. It should be simply the item. Okay. I think I'm just drawing the background and the text in the same color. So secondary, just foreground color. No, it's not. So yeah, the buttons are exactly where I wanted them. Oh, the text are all there. So something with the Y position. All right, it's just. Yeah, nothing happens when I click it, but it's there, I guess. Let's maybe use the text and simply nice through. Yeah, we also don't need the line. These two. Yeah, this is much better. Maybe even the color and color for the items. Yeah, something is very bad for some reason. So let's make a text color or ITC color, and I think it will be a bright gray. So this maybe, and the item color is, it can be a darker gray, but not so as dark as the background, the actual background. Maybe like this. Let's check. So it's going to take a while for me to see what I doing. Oh, this is the main button. I also don't need this. So this will be the item background color. This will be the item text color. Yeah, this is much better. I think a little bit brighter gray for the text. It's pretty. that too bright? Oh, I think that's perfect. Something annoys me about the like the middleness of everything. Don't know how to specify this, but yeah, it annoys me. But also, we have to be able to scroll this somehow. Another thing that's annoying me is the start Y. I think it should be a little bit lower. Let's make it so it's just starting right as the top button stops. Let's put 10 pixels between them. That's much better. My problem is with the size of the button. So item button, the vertical size of it. Let's put more pixels for it. Yes. Why is it growing the margin but not the? Oh, because I think this. Okay, maybe instead of sending the Y position, maybe we could just send the item like index. Yeah, actually we need to scroll it, so that's not. So we are doing this. Okay, I need to also to. Yeah, this is a bit better. I think even bigger. Maybe 10 pixels will be the magic number. Yeah, this is better. Let's make it a constant. So const item void and this, so we can paste it here and here and here. Working, and if I change them to the margin, yeah, it's much better. This is very, very good, I would say, and I am a little bit less annoyed by the synchronous of everything. I think now it's kind of fits, right? Let's do something a little bit different right now. Just realized the top buttons are with the wrong size, so why is it with the wrong size? I just do the text size right before I draw them. But for the items, do I do it when I'm in button? When do I change the text size? Actually, why is the text size different? Even looking just at this, you can see that every main button will have this text size. Actually, why is this 2? Shouldn't this be text size? Okay, I think I just realized where I was doing the wrong text size. Okay, so this is much better. I also hoped the buttons would be a bigger text. You can't go any bigger. And I don't think we can put a 1.5 size. Yeah, it goes to 2. And if I put 1.1, yeah, then it goes to 1. 3 gives that 1. Let's round. Oh, I have another text size right on top of that. Okay, so I have to draw items. Let's also have the function for these main buttons. Draw. just going to be this, and then we call it. Now it's so much clearer what's going on, so when we draw the screen, we just blank it and draw the main buttons, draw the items, and then when we draw the items, we can see we do this, this, this. Oh no, it's so much clearer. It's working. It's cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Okay, so we have the space I wanted. Let's actually make the item buttons do something. So, item button, let's just print the item panel. Let's just check if this works. Okay, prints. Does the interface have the crafting? Yes, it does. So when I click the button, I just want it to craft, right? So we can just put it on the queue. So queue append, right? So everything's right. We can do a buzzer. And I think that crafted a buzzer. There's no showing or telling that it's actually crafted. It's not that we are inside the computer. Turn this off. Why didn't you craft it? I did click it. Let's try. Oh, okay, because yeah. I see. Because when we append to the queue, we actually are telling. We actually have to tell how many items we want. And for this interaction specifically, we only want one. So let's make another function. Or maybe you append one, which makes more sense than just like it's. Let's call append symbol, and it's going to do what I was doing before. This. Right, so it's going to append not only the item name, but also this syntax saying it's one of these items. So here, the item button, sorry, not the item button, and here, queue append symbol. So let's make that buzzer. Should be making, or maybe it's already did. Oh, sounds like making. Is the buzzer that complex? I don't want to end up with so many commands. Okay, it's complex. Somewhat. Is that complex? It's crafting something. There's something there. No buzzers. Crafting casings. It only needs one casing, why is crafting multiple connectors? I thought I had it done. Okay, let's reboot the computer. So let's maybe every time you put an item from the queue to the stack, it's the item. Right. And let's have it here in the initialization, just queue. Simple. Have it be, oops, but it did fine. Maybe it's a problem when we ask to make one of something, it doesn't have the resources for it. Like it has to craft the resource. Yeah, let's actually, now that I talked about resource, let's move everything to the new system. We'll move them like this. Wall. Put in any container. It's going to sort itself out. Yeah, maybe it didn't have some resource. Yeah, I think it didn't have like tungsten or something I didn't put in before. So let's see if it's like get missing items here. Something it can be done in crafter. Okay, yeah. Should check. How do you check if it's craftable with a crafter? Just says I need some amount of something. Yeah, so let's put an if. So get was crafted. Okay. So if the item is craftable in a crafter, then it will enter here. Else, it will just be out error. Double. Oh shit, that's made another buzzer. Let's try something that we clearly can't do, like a nuclear something. But something nuclear here. Fusion reactor sounds undoable. It has a lot of components I wouldn't like to live with. Yeah, this is much better. Enrichment's huge. Yeah, missing item that is not craftable, titanium, and that's there. Doesn't do anything else. Yeah, it's something. What does it do when it reaches the error? Nothing, right? I think I should do something. Or it's 0. So I have the error. It's also have a here error. Just it's 0. This one, that one. And maybe we maybe everything if is turn to nothing. Yeah, it sounds like it's stopping. Yeah, but unfortunately, this is the kind of problem that will only happen every so often, that we don't know if we already already got it fixed or not. Let's make it do like an output sensor. It's crafting. It's crafting something again. Should have left that. Now let's try and craft something that we will actually need. Does it craft a bubble head? Bubble head. Did I input a buzzer? I think I misclicked, right? Let's maybe construction, concrete block, spools, not, I think, yeah, let's make it below. So yeah, it's crafting too much for something so simple. I have the bubble head there. Okay, okay, it stopped. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Let's make now a sidebar here, so we know like how many items are in queue, how many items are in the stack, or how big is the stack. Maybe even some progress bars. What I think that's going to be for next time, kind of. I think it's going to be the same video, but anyway.